Regardless of how old you are, there is a good chance that you haven't lost your childlike sense of wonder when it comes to watching cartoons on television. Several generations of people had grown up loving watching cartoons and reading comics, and many of us have our own favorite cartoon characters. So in this video, we are going to look more at some of the oldest cartoon characters in history, their origin stories, and if they are still popular today. So let's get right into it. Number 8, we have Bugs Bunny. Bugs is one of the funniest and most widely loved cartoon characters in history. The character used to be voiced by Mel Blanc, but has since been voiced by several other characters in the years that followed. Bugs Bunny was first featured in the 1940 movie, A White Hair. The movie was a critical success, and it also marked the first time Bugs said the famous catchphrase, "What's up, Doc?" Number 7, Donald Duck. Donald Duck is another one of the oldest and most famous cartoon characters, who was also created by Disney Company. It is widely considered among the top 50 most iconic cartoon characters in history. Donald Duck is mostly known for his sailor cap and shirt and his interesting way of speaking. The character of Donald Duck has appeared in more than 100 films. His character also has a girlfriend called Daisy Duck and the 3 orphans named A, Louie, and Dewey. Number 8, Papaya. Papaya, also referred to as Papaya the Sailman, was introduced to the world as a cartoon character in a comic strip called Timbo Theater. Though the comic had been around for about a decade, the Papaya character was an instant hit, and soon became the leading character of the comic. Throughout his run in the comic, Papaya's characterization and storyline changed. At first, he was written to have had a Superman-like strength. His strength was his main character trait, but later on, it was only one of his notable characteristics. Number 5, Mickey Mouse. If you haven't recognized any of the characters on this list yet, then there is a chance that you have heard of this one. Mickey Mouse is one of the most widely loved and recognized cartoon characters in the history of animation. It was created by Walt Disney and UB Iwerks. It was widely known for his signature red shirts, white gloves, and bright yellow shoes. Mickey Mouse is the Walt Disney Company's mascot and icon, and has been for several decades. As a mouse, the character of Mickey is known for his high-pitched voice and short stature. Number 4, Bonzo the Dog. Bonzo the Dog was a popular cartoon character created in the 1920s in Britain. George Studi created this character after he started working as an illustrated journal called The Sketch. His job was to produce a full-page sketch every week, and Bonzo started to appear in his work regularly. When the First World War broke out, a film company called Gaumont commissioned him to create a series of films, and Bonzo continued to appear in his sketches. The dog's character was known for his kind and groomy face, his chubby body, and his white fur. His most notable characteristic was his ears, which were used to express his feelings and emotion to the audience. Number 3, Felix the Cat. Felix the Cat is another great example of a cartoon character that has been around for several decades. Bert Sullivan and Otto Mesmer came up with the idea of him when silent films were all the rage. The cat is also considered to be one of the most easily recognized cats in the world, thanks to the black body and large white eyes. Felix was a popular character in popular culture. Aside from being the main character in a comic book series, he was also prominently featured on different kinds of merchandise like postcards, toys, and even ceramics. Number 2. Phantasmagoria. Phantasmagoria is largely considered to be one of the world's earliest examples of cartoon character. While Phantasmagoria refers to the name of the animated film, the film itself featured the cartoon stick figure as a man who discovers various objects as he goes about his day. Aside from the man, the other cartoon characters in the film as a gentleman and a clown. The film was groundbreaking at the time because it streamed of consciousness style and the animators' use of hand-drawn animation. Number 1. The Kazenjama Kids. The Kazenjama Kids is probably the oldest cartoon character to ever exist. Rudolf Diggs was inspired by a German child story called Max and Moritz. The original story had a much darker ending than the one Diggs created, where the children in the story were put to death by several pranks. In the Kazenjama Kids, the two popular characters are Hens and Fleets, a pair of twins that rebelled against their parents. The characters in the cartoon all spoke English with German accents, but their dialogue and accents were temporarily changed to Dutch during both World War I and World War II. In this video, we have walked you through a list of some of the oldest cartoon characters in history. Though you may be familiar with most of these characters on this list, it might have surprised you to learn that some of them have been around for almost a century. So, did we leave any of your favorite cartoon characters out? Let us know in the comment section. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.